What are the things that go into purchasing or selling a duplex, or just help us understand how you help manage those tensions for people?
Well, it's definitely different than selling a single family home. One of the things that I do for people when we're looking to sell as an owner, I'll walk through with them to start with and tell them, hey, this is what you could potentially do to get more money for the property. And these are the things I wouldn't bother with, because some things people will do for a single family home that you don't necessarily do for a rental property, just because a lot of people are maybe a little bit more forgiving for rental property versus, a single family home trying to make it perfect. Because there's two things. There's rental quality, and then there's, kind of homeowner quality. The rental quality, people like a nice, clean place. That's always huge, but it doesn't have to be perfect, and that's something that I understand really well, and maybe other people don't so much. There's other things that you can do. I mean, some of the things that I've seen people make mistakes on as an agent, not understanding rental property, is what actually constitutes a bedroom. Because one of the biggest things with rental property is the difference between the number of bedrooms. If you say, for example, have 2 bedrooms in a unit versus 1, the rental income is considerably more, and so will the price. And a lot of times agents, maybe there's not a closet in the room, or maybe they don't look at it as a bedroom. Maybe it's just an open room, for example, that doesn't have a door. So then they think, well, this isn't really a bedroom, and they don't put it on the MLS as a bedroom. Well, that creates a problem for the owner, because the price isn't going to be as high. As a buyer, you want to see, hey, if somebody has a place listed as a 1 bedroom and it actually could be a 2 really easily. Yep. There's a huge difference in value there.
That's a good point, Jason. Also, to touch on your tension question, so when you're dealing with a single family house, you have 2 motivated parties. You got the buyer and you got the seller. Both want to make the transaction happen. In a duplex, you have kind of like emotions that kind of adversely affect each other. So you have tenants in the property that don't necessarily want to sell that property. They have no stake in it. So in being good real estate agents and understanding that value behind the tenant, that you make good relations with them, they'll let you in, they'll let your inspections come in. And if you're not conscious of the actual tenants living there and you think that they don't matter, then you can find yourself with closed doors.